Hey YouTube, Mr. Black Mama 305 here again. And this is pretty much my first review back from my channel. Again, before you watch a video, just want to ask you if you could please like, subscribe, and share the video if you enjoyed the content, if you liked it. I'd really appreciate the likes and the subscription. That'll help me a great deal for the channel. Again, before I go on with the video, I just want to say, if you guys remember me, I used to do a lot of firearm reviews before of guns that I had or still have, and that I like to shoot. I just came on and do some reviews, and by the title say, this is a video about everything you need to know about the Ruger Mark IV Tactical. Not everything that there is to know about the Ruger Mark IV Tactical, meaning that you're just going to know enough that you need to know to make a pretty much decent decision to go out and purchase the gun if something that you've had on your mind for a while and you just haven't, made this decision to go and do it. But I'm going to give you all the information that you possibly need. And hopefully, you make a good decision. Either you don't buy it or you do. Hopefully you go out and, buy it and enjoy it like I've done. So, this is the firearm in question that we're going to talk about today, and this is the Ruger Mark IV Tactical. Okay, so about 2 years ago, Ruger came out with the Mark IV series of pistols. As you guys know before, the Mark series of pistol was a pain in the butt to take apart. You have to turn it upside down, you have to pull the pin, you have to take out something, you have to sing the rain dance and do all kind of stuff just to get it apart to clean it. So their claim to fame this year is pretty much the wonderful takedown procedure this year, and it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. It's pretty much, and it is this simple. Oh, first and foremost, let's go ahead and do our safety check. There's no ammunition in the magazines. Always safety first. Let me go ahead and check the gun. Nothing in the chamber. Obviously, it doesn't fire because it has a safety magazine disconnect. But the firearm is safe. And the takedown is so simple. You pretty much put the gun on safe. Okay. Little tab right here. You press that tab. And voila. And that is taking down the Ruger Mark IV series of pistol. As opposed to the old one, it was a song and dance. So this is the #1 feature. If you decide to go for the Ruger Mark IV, this is pretty much a selling point of it. Besides that, I think the pistols are pretty much, they're pretty much Ruger. You know what the quality you're getting, and you pretty much, that's what you're getting. Sit on top of this pistol. I just have a generic red dot that I've been using that's been working so great. The recoil on this pistol is so light, it's not really affecting the red dot. But anyway, let's get into the pistol. Okay, this is the Ruger Mark IV Tactical, not the Ruger 2245. So let's get this off the bat. The Ruger 2245 is pretty much the one that's pretty much shaped like a 1911. With the Mark IV series of pistol, the angle is a little bit more pronounced than the Ruger 2245. So you have more higher of a grip up on the beaver tail. And with the Ruger 2245, it's more like a 1911 grip. With the Ruger Mark IV Tactical, you're getting, like it says, a tactical rifle. You get a top Picatinny rails that you can mount your scopes or your red dot. And below the barrel, you're also getting another Picatinny rails. You can use your flashlight or laser dot. Up on the front, we have a 1/2x28 threading, so you can use for your suppressors. And guys, if you don't have a tac stem, please don't use your suppressors at a range or anywhere that you can get caught with, because it is illegal to have a suppressor unless you have your tac stem. So again, it's threaded for 1/2x28. And the threading is very nice. You can take this off. You can use a suppressor on here. It's very nice. You can use a suppressor or a compensator. And a lot of people will say, why would I use a compensator on a 22? Let me tell you something. If you watch my other video of me shooting, the pure shooting video of the Ruger Mark IV Tactical, there is some recoil in it. There are a lot of compensator by Tandem Cross and other manufacturers that make some really good compensators. So go ahead and check them out. But it gives you the option of having that just in case you'd like that someday. If you decide to go ahead and invest into a suppressor, then that gives you that option. It is adjusted for windage and elevation in the rear. We also have the blacked out front side post, which does an amazing job. The barrel is a bull barrel. It's a heavy barrel, and it's, I think, 4.25 inches. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of aftermarket barrels for these, and so you can go ahead and switch these out for anything else that you want. I know Tandem Cross and among other manufacturers make a lot of aftermarket barrel that a lot of people will love. With this pistol, I just want to let you know that the Picatinny rails, both on top and bottom, can be taken off, so you can run the pistol raw without the top and bottom Picatinny rails. The trigger is just a Ruger trigger, nothing special. And there's also aftermarket triggers for these also. The Tandem Cross sell those, and among other manufacturers. Also, the grip, is pretty much Ruger Mark IV tactical grips. There's a lot of aftermarket grips for them too. You have Hogue, VZ, and among others. The gun itself shoots very well. It comes in at about 33 ounces, and it soaks up the recoil very well, as you can see by the shooting video. It's just an amazing weapon. Ruger do send the gun with 2 magazines. They're 2 10-round magazines, and I can never understand why we can't develop more than 10 rounds. It just baffles me. I know it's a little bit difficult, but come on, guys, we can create 10, 15, 20 round magazines now. I mean, we have the technology to do so. I just don't know why we're doing it. Again, Ruger does send 2 magazines, which is very amazing. It's just exceptional. One thing I'm going to tell you about this magazine is it is very difficult to load the ammo. After loading about 2 or 3 mags, you are going to feel it in your thumb. So if this is something that, you're super sensitive about and you don't think that you can do it, I mean, you should man up anyways. But it's for if you buy the gun for a child, the gun is a little bit heavy. It comes in, again, like I said, 33 ounces. It's not something that I would recommend for a junior to shoot someone under the age of 10 or 11, because it gets pretty hefty after a while after shooting. But if it's as a trainer, it's an amazing tool to use. Again, it gets back to the magazines. They're very well made, Ruger quality. But as opposed to the Ruger Mark III 2245 or Mark IV or Mark III Ruger pistol, the magazines are extremely difficult, and the spring is very hard. I don't know if over a period of time, the spring will loosen up a bit. I've ran about, I'd say, 1,500 rounds through this gun, and it's performed very well. But the magazines have not changed one bit. So if this is something that you're thinking about, think about the magazines and the fact that they're just going to be so stiff. It's going to take you a while to really loosen up the springs. But but a lot of people are going to say, well, that's not a game changer for me. For me, it's not. I really don't find it that difficult. One trick that I use when I'm loading a magazine, after a while when I'm shooting and my thumb gets so sore, I will rest this little pull down lever against like a table and pull it down while I'm loading the magazine. So that's just a trick I just want to pass on to you guys. So other than that, that's pretty much the gun in a nutshell. That's pretty much the review today. And if it's something that you think that you guys want to go ahead and take a bite at, I think it's well worth it. I don't know the price point at these guns right now, but the price should go down compared to when they just came out. For me, this gun has been amazing. I have this gun. I'm going to end up passing this on to my children later on, because it's amazing gun. Anybody who owns a Ruger know you own something for life, and this is something that you're going to be able to pass on to your kids. If you are thinking about the Ruger Mark IV series of pistol, check out the Ruger Mark IV Tactical. This is a little bit more pricey compared to like the 2245 Mark IV. But, it's well worth it. It comes with all the bells and whistles that you need. It has a front and top rails for the top rail for red dots, scopes, so forth. The lower rails for laser lights. It's come threaded, half by 28 for suppressors, front and rear sight, again, for elevation and windage. Again, the gun shoots very well. The trigger is about 5 pounds. Nothing to write home about. But everything can be upgraded. So, but the grip is very nice. I find that the beaver tail is a little bit pronounced and bites in a little bit too much for me. But other than that, again, the gun shoots very great. The gun comes ambidextrous, so you can put the safety on both on the left side and on the right side. And we have the mag release. Okay, super easy to engage. That works just fine. And that is pretty much the review, guys. So if you have any questions about Ruger Mark IV Tactical, feel free to send me an email, send me a message, and I'll respond back to it as soon as possible. Mr. Black Mamba 305 out. If you like the video, please rate, subscribe, and share. Mr. Black Mamba 305 out.